My name is Jody Bunting and welcome to the Fat Factor, fatfactor.co.uk. Today we're going to be doing the full metabolic type test. I have 65 questions for you and you need a piece of paper and a pen. What I need to do is write A, B and C on your sheet of paper, and every time you answer you need to do a small tally on A, B or C. Now there are three important rules you need to know. First of all, if an answer or a question does not apply to you, please do not answer the question. Also, the rule number 2, please answer how you feel, not how you think you should answer. So forget everything you know about diets, listen to your body, listen to the question and answer how you feel. Okay, number 3, you may need to try out some of these questions. So if you need to do this, just write the question number down on your sheet of paper and then come back to this video tomorrow or at a later date and answer the question then. Okay, let's get going. Question number 1. Anger and irritability. Sometimes we get angry for good reasons, but for some people, feelings of anger or irritability occur frequently or even daily and are specifically influenced by what is or what isn't eaten. Skip this question if you do not experience anger or irritability that is affected by food. Answers. A. When I feel angry, eating meat or fatty foods seem to make it worse. B. Sometimes eating relieves my anger and it doesn't matter what I eat. C. I often notice that feelings of anger or irritability have abated after I eat something heavy or fatty like meat. Question 2. Anxiety. Some people have a tendency to be anxious or worried. These feelings can be increased or lessened by the kinds of foods that are eaten. Don't answer this question if you don't experience anxiety influenced by food. A. When I'm anxious, fruit and vegetables calm me down. B. Eating food alleviates my anxiety. C. Heavily fatty foods improve the way I feel. So again, please answer A, B or C. 3. Ideal breakfast. Some people say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. This is not true from a metabolic perspective. What kind of breakfast gives you the greatest energy, sense of well-being and satisfies your hunger for longest? A. Either no breakfast or something light such as fruit, toast, cereals or yogurt. B. Eggs, toast and fruit. Or C. Something heavy like eggs, bacon, sausage, hash browns and toast. Or steak and eggs. Question 4. Meal preference. Pretend it's your birthday and all the rules and restrictions are thrown out the window. If you went to a buffet tonight, what kinds of foods would you choose? A. Lighter foods such as turkey, light fish, salad, vegetables and various desserts. B. A combination of foods from question A and question C. Or C. Heavy foods such as roast beef, stroganoff, pork chops, ribs, salmon, potatoes, gravy, just a few vegetables or a small salad, and then dressings, plus a dessert like cheesecake, something very heavy. Question number 5. The climate. Climate and temperatures can make a difference to a person's sense of well-being, energy, levels, and moods. Some thrive in the heat, while others wilt. Some come alive in the cold, while others hibernate. Select the choice that suits you. A. I do best in warm or hot weather, can't take the cold. B. Temperatures don't matter that much. I do pretty well if it's hot or cold. C. I do better in cool or cold temperatures. I can't take the heat. Question 6. Chest pressure. Some metabolic types experience chest pressure, a distinctive sensation of pressure in the chest area. It feels like a weight is on their chest and tends to inhibit the ability to breathe. This question has one answer. C. I tend to have a tendency to get or have a problem with chest pressure. Question 7. Coffee. Coffee, when organically grown and properly prepared, is an acceptable beverage for some metabolic types. Coffee affects people in different ways. Indicate how it makes you feel. A. I do well on coffee as long as I don't drink too much. B. I can take it or leave it. C. I don't do well on it. It makes me jittery, jumpy, nervous, hyper, shaky, or hungry. Question 8. Appetite at breakfast. This can vary from person to person, from ravenous to normal to very little. Appetite varies daily to some degree. What is being asked is your overall tendency. A. At breakfast, my appetite is low, weak, or lacking. B. Normal. You do not notice it's either strong or weak. Or C. Noticeably stronger or above average. 9. Appetite at lunch. Appetite can change from breakfast to lunch. It can remain the same. How is yours? A. My appetite at lunch is low, weak, or lacking. B. Normal. I don't notice it being strong or weak. C. Stronger or above average. Question 10. Appetite at dinner. How does your appetite at dinner compare to your appetite at other times of the day? For some people, their strongest appetite is at dinner, while for others, it's the reverse. A. My appetite at dinner is low, weak, or lacking. B. Normal. I don't notice it being strong or weak. C. Stronger or above average. 11. Concentration. Concentration uses up a lot of energy and requires sufficient fuel. The wrong type of fuel can make you hyper, causing a flood of uncontrollable thoughts. You may feel spacey or sleepy. What foods worsen your ability to concentrate? A. Meat and or fatty foods. B. No particular kind of food seems to interrupt my concentration. Or C. Fruit and vegetables and grain-based carbohydrates. 12. Coughing. We think of coughing as an illness. Some people naturally cough and do so every day, even when they aren't sick. The cough will be dry and usually short in duration. It often worsens at night or soon after eating. If you're one of these people, please answer this question only. C. I tend to cough every day. 13. Cracking skin. Some people have problems with cracking skin for no apparent reason. This is typical on heels, fingertips and lips. It happens throughout the year, but more often in winter. Again, this has one answer, only answer if it applies. C, I have a tendency to have problems with skin cracking. 14. Cravings. Only answer this question if you get food cravings. Sugar is not listed as a choice because most people, when low on energy, will think of something sweet. This question has two answers only. A, vegetables, fruit, grains, such as cereals, bread and crackers. C, salty, fatty foods, such as peanuts, cheese, crisps, meats. Again, if you crave sugar, please do not answer this question. 15. Dandruff. If you have a tendency to get dandruff, please answer this question. C, one answer only. I tend to have a problem with dandruff. 16. Depression. Depression can be alleviated by what you eat. If you suffer from depression and have a noticeable connection to food, select the appropriate answer. The question has two answers only. A, it worsens after eating meat or fatty foods. C, I seem to feel more depressed after eating fruit and vegetables. 17. Desserts. What's your general feeling or attitude towards desserts after meals? A, I really love sweets. I need something sweet with a meal in order to feel satisfied. B, I enjoy them from time to time but can take them or leave them. C, I don't care for them much. I prefer something fatty or salty, like cheese and biscuits. 18. Dessert preference. Which would you choose most often, even if you don't like them but were forced to choose? A, cake, biscuits or fruit pie. B, no preference. You like to choose different types each day. Or C, heavy, fatty foods like cheesecake or cream cakes. 19. Ideal dinner. The right kind of meal at dinner can provide great well-being. What kind of meal works best for you at dinner time? A, something light like skinless chicken breast, salad and maybe a small dessert. B, most foods work fine for you. Or C, I definitely do better with a heavier meal. 20. Ear colour. This is concerned with the blood flow to the ears. Select the response that best describes your ear colour. A, my ears tend to be pale, lighter than my facial tone. Ears are the same shade as my face. C, ears tend to be pink, red or darker than my facial tone. 21. Eating before bed. This can help people to sleep better, while it clearly disrupts other people's sleep. A, eating anything before bed disrupts or worsens my sleep. B, doesn't make a difference. I can take it or leave it. C, usually helps me sleep better. 22. Eating heavy before bed. Answer how you feel when you've eaten heavy foods before bed. Heavy foods refer to proteins or fatty foods like meat, fowl and cheese. A, it prevents or disturbs my sleep. B, it's usually okay as long as I don't eat too much. Or C, it improves my sleep. Question 23. Eating light before bed. Light foods refer to carbohydrates like bread, toast, cereal, or fruit, perhaps with some milk, yogurt, or butter. A. I don't do well eating before sleep, but do better eating light foods. B. I can take it or leave it. C. Better than nothing, but do better with heavier foods. 24. Eating sweets before bed. Some people can eat sugar with no ill effects. It does not prevent them from sleeping. For others, it can cause insomnia or cause them to wake up needing to eat something to get back to sleep. Ignore this question if you are diagnosed with diabetes or are hypoglycemic. A. Sweets don't interfere with my sleep at all. B. It sometimes bothers my sleep. C. I don't do well eating sweets before bed. Question 25. Eating frequency. How often do you eat each day? This answer should reflect your need to eat. Some people need to eat regularly, while others twice is plenty. A. 2 to 3 meals a day and either no snacks or usually light snacks. B. 3 times a day and no snacks usually. C. 3 or more a day and snacks. 26. Eating habits. Different types of metabolizers have different feelings towards food. What's your attitude towards food? A. I'm unconcerned with food and eating. May forget to eat, rarely think about food, eat more because I have to than I want to. B. I enjoy food, rarely miss a meal, but don't really focus on food. Or C. I love food, love to eat, and enjoy talking about it. 27. Eye moisture. We don't really notice eye moisture unless it's out of balance. Which of the following best describes you? A. My eyes tend to be dry. B. I don't notice either way. C. My eyes tend to be very moist, even to the point of tearing. 28. Skipping meals. Some metabolic types hardly notice they haven't eaten. What happens to you when you go for 4 hours or more without eating or skip a meal altogether? A. Doesn't bother me. I can easily forget to eat. B. I may not be at my best, but it doesn't bother me. Or C. I feel worse, get irritable, weak, tired, low on energy, or even depressed. 29. Facial colouring. How would you characterize your facial colouring? I'm noticeably on the pale side. B. I have an average colouring. Or C. I'm darker and not from the sun. Or pink and flushed. 30. Facial complexion. How would you characterize your facial colouring? A. Dull or pasty. B. I have an average colouring. C. Bright, radiant and clear. 31. Fatty food. How much do you like or dislike fatty food in general? A. I don't really like fatty food. B. Fine in moderation. C. I love or crave them and would like to eat more often if I thought they were good for me. 32. Fingernail thickness. How would you characterize your fingernails? A. My nails tend to be thick, hard and strong. B. Average in thickness. C. I have thin or weak nails that break easily. 33. Fruit salad lunch. How would you feel after eating a large fruit salad with a little cottage cheese or yogurt for lunch? A. It satisfies me. I do well on it and I don't get hungry until dinner time. B. I do pretty well but need a snack before dinner. Or C. Pretty bad. I get sleepy, tired, anxious, irritable or hungry as a result and need to eat something before dinner. 34. Gaining weight. When you eat foods incorrect to your metabolic type, what happens is the food does not get converted to energy but gets stored as fat instead. Which best describes your tendency to gain weight? A. Meat and fatty foods cause me to gain weight. B. No particular food seems to cause me to gain weight, but I will gain weight if I eat too much or do not exercise. C. I tend to gain weight eating too many carbohydrates such as bread and pasta or fruit and vegetables. 35. Gag reflexes. No one likes to gag, but everyone has a gag reflex. How would you describe your gag reflex? A. I rarely, if ever, gag. B. I have a normal reflex. Or C. I easily, often gag. 36. Goosebumps. Goosebumps is a reaction caused by the nervous system. Are you prone to goosebumps? A. I often get goosebumps. B. I occasionally get them. Or C. I rarely, if ever, get them. 37. Energy boosters. Food is our fuel for life. What foods boost your energy and gives you lasting energy? A. Fruit, sweets or pastry restores you and gives you energy. B. Just about any food gives you energy. C. Meat or fatty food restores your energy. 38. Heavy fat meal reaction. This question concerns how you feel after eating fat, not whether you think fat is good for you. Choose the option that best describes how you react to a high-fat meal. A. Decreases my well-being and energy, makes me feel sleepy or too full, or causes indigestion. B. Causes no special reaction. C. Increases my energy, makes me feel energetic and satisfied. Question 39. Hunger feelings. What type of hunger thoughts do you typically get from your body? A. I rarely get hungry or feel hungry. You can go for long periods of time without eating and can forget about food altogether. B. I have a normal hunger feelings around meal times or when you're late for meals. C. I often feel hungry and need to eat regularly. I get strong hunger sensations. Question 40. Energy drain. What kind of foods take your energy levels down a notch or two instead of giving them the boost you are looking for? A. Meat or fatty foods make me feel tired and lowers my energy levels. B. No foods in particular seems to take me down on a regular basis. C. Fruit, pastry or sweets make me worse, giving me a lift and then a crash. 41. Insect bites or stings. Reaction can be varied depending on our metabolic type. How do insect bites or stings affect you? A. Reactions tend to be mild or weak and then go away quickly. B. Average reaction. C. Clearly strong reaction. Can involve above average swelling, pain, itching, bruising and redness. Take a long time to go away, even leaving discoloration afterwards. 42. Insomnia. Some people need to eat food in order to get back to sleep again. With this in mind, do any of the following choices apply to you? A. I rarely or never get this kind of insomnia. B. I occasionally wake up and need to eat in order to get back to sleep. C. I often wake up and need to eat to get back to sleep. Eating something before going to bed helps this problem or shortens the time that I am awake. 43. Itching eyes. Itching eyes can be a common occurrence even when you are not suffering from hay fever or a cold. This is the focus of the question. This question only has one answer. C. I tend to get itching eyes often, even though I don't have a cold or allergy. Again, please only answer this question if it applies. Okay, itching skin. 44. This concerns itching skin that is not due to bites or stings. Everyone's skin itches occasionally, but some people find it happens on a regular basis. Typically the scalp, the arms, or the calves. Because they are so used to it, they may not even be conscious of their frequent scratching. This question has one answer only. C. My skin tends to itch often. 45. Meal portions. Almost everyone eats at least 3 meals a day, but the amounts at each meal can vary drastically. When you go out to eat, do you usually eat less than others, more than others, or about the same? A. I don't eat that much, definitely less than average. Doesn't take me much to be full. B. I don't seem to eat more or less than others. Or C. I generally eat large portions of food, more than most. 46. Nose moisture. Please select the option that describes you. The way you feel when you are not ill or suffering from an allergic reaction. A. My nose often seems too dry. B. I don't notice my nose being too dry or too moist. C. My nose often tends to run. Question 47. Fruit juice between meals. If you're hungry between meals, how does drinking a glass of orange juice make you feel? A. It energizes me, satisfies me, works well to nourish me until my next meal. B. It's okay, but it isn't always the best snack for me. C. Overall bad result. Can make me lightheaded, hungry soon after, jittery, anxious or depressed. Question 48. Personality. People have distinctively different personality traits, and many are related to one's biochemical makeup. Which of the following option best describes your natural tendency in social gatherings? A. I tend to be more aloof, withdrawn, a loner or introverted. B. Pretty average, neither introverted or extroverted. C. I tend to be more social, a people's person. 49. Potatoes. Whether or not you think potatoes are good for you, how do you feel about them? A. I don't really care for them or don't like them at all. B. I can take them or I can leave them. C. I really love them and I could eat them every day. 50. Red meat. Here we are seeking your reaction to red meat, not your belief as to whether or not you think it's good or bad for you. A. It decreases my energy levels and well-being, can make me depressed or tired. B. I don't notice one way or the other. C. I definitely feel good or better when I eat red meat. 51. Pupil size. Your pupils are black, centre part of your eye. The iris is the coloured portion that surrounds the pupil. The question concerns the size of the pupil relative to the size of the iris. To answer this question, please look in a mirror in an average lighted room. The answers: A. The size of my pupil tends to be larger than my iris. B. Average, the same size as my iris. Or C. Smaller than my iris. Please press pause on your computer and test this one now. Question 52. Salad for lunch. If you ate a large vegetarian salad for lunch, what effects would it have on your productivity throughout the afternoon? A. I do pretty well with this kind of lunch. B. I can get by, but it isn't the best type of food for me. C. Bad results. Makes me feel sleepy, irritable, or would make you hungry again within the next couple of hours. 53. Saliva quality. Select the option that most accurately characterizes your saliva. A. My mouth tends to be dry a lot of the time. B. I don't notice that I have too little or too much saliva. C. I tend to have a lot of saliva or tendency to drooling. 54. We have 10 questions left. Question 54. Salty foods. People have a varied reaction to and interest in salt. Whether or not you feel that salt is good for you, how do you feel about salt? A. Foods often taste too salty, or you like your foods lightly salted only. B. I don't notice one way or the other. C. I love salt. I crave salt. Like a lot to the point that others think it's too salty. 55. Snacking. Assume for this question that you eat 3 meals a day. Do you need to snack between meals? A. I rarely, if never, want to snack. B. I occasionally want or need to snack. C. I often want to or need to snack between meals. 56. Snacking preferences. Snacking preferences. A good snack should provide you with lasting energy. Which option best describes your preference for snacking? A. You don't need snacks, but if you do, you prefer to do something sweet. B. I sometimes need snacks and do well on anything. C. I definitely want and need snacks in order to do my best. Do poorly on sweets, but well on protein such as hard-boiled eggs, nuts, or cheese. 57. Sneezing. Some people sneeze daily even when you're not sick or plagued with allergies. This question refers to brief sneezing, not continuous, prolonged sneezing. A. I almost never sneeze unless I'm sick or have allergies. I sneeze from time to time when not sick. I often regularly sneeze and or usually sneeze a little after eating. 58. Sociability. How would you describe your natural tendency towards sociability, apart from family and friends that have influenced you in the past? A. I tend to be a little antisocial in that I enjoy being alone, feel awkward at social gatherings, and prefer to leave quickly or not go at all. B. I'm in the middle. C. Tend to be a very social people person and love company and to be with others. 59. Sour foods. Which reaction best describes your reaction to sour foods? I generally don't care for sour foods. B. I don't feel one way or the other. C. I definitely like some sour foods or crave them. Question 60. Physical and mental stamina. Stamina refers to the physical endurance, or the ability to work long hours without exhaustion. What type of food best supports your stamina? A. Stamina is better if I eat lighter foods such as chicken, fruit or grains. B. Pretty much any wholesome foods. C. Heavy foods, fatty foods. 61. Consuming sweets. How do you react when you eat something sweet all by itself? For example, cake, cookies, or boiled sweets. A. Sweets don't bother me when I eat them by themselves. They satisfy my appetite and don't produce a bad reaction. B. Sometimes bothered me when eating sweets, and often they don't satisfy my appetite. C. Don't do well on eating sweets by themselves. They create a bad reaction or produce a desire for more sweets. 62. Meat for breakfast. How do you feel after consuming meat for breakfast? Meat refers to flesh protein like ham, sausage, bacon, steak, hamburgers and salmon. This does not include eggs, milk or cheese. A. I don't feel as well as I do without it. Tend to make me sleepy, irritable or cause me to lose my energy by mid-morning. B. I can take it or leave it. C. I feel much better, more energetic, have good stamina and keeps me going without getting hungry before lunch. Question 63. Red meat for lunch. Red meat refers to flesh protein like beef or lamb. How do you feel after consuming red meat at lunch opposed to going without it? A. I don't feel as well as I do without it. Tends to make me sleepy, irritable or causes me to lose my energy by mid-morning. B. I can take it or leave it. C. I feel much better, more energetic, have good stamina and keeps me going without getting hungry before dinner. 64. Red meat for dinner. Meat refers to flesh proteins like beef or lamb. How do you feel after consuming red meat for dinner? A. I don't feel as well as I do without it. Tends to make me sleepy, irritable, or causes me to lose my energy through the night. B. I can take it or leave it. C. I feel much better, more energetic, have good stamina, and keeps me going without getting hungry before breakfast. The final question, 65. Dinner preference. Imagine you're on a long journey and making a stop to eat. There are only 3 choices on the menu. Which option would you use to keep you satisfied, increase your energy, to keep you alert for a long period of time? A. Skinless chicken breast, rice, salad, and apple pie. B. A combination of A and C. C. A roast dinner with carrots, onions, potatoes and gravy, followed by cheesecake. Okay, that's the end of our test. You should now have a tally chart with A's, B's and C's. Okay, to get your results, you can visit www.fatfactor.co.uk and you can buy our online test. In return, we will email you your test results and we'll email you your personal menu plans and food recommendations specific to your metabolic type. If you would like, please visit online and you can email your test results. Email your test results to mail, M-A-I-L, at fatfactor.co.uk. That's mail at fatfactor.co.uk. Thank you very much for doing the test with me today. My name's Jody Bunting and this is the Fat Factor, fatfactor.co.uk.